Today I fucked up by almost dying from brushing my teeth after surgery. TBH, it happened 2 weeks ago. I had just had double inguinal hernia surgery. For those who don't know, I am a guy and that surgery is near the hob knocker and the pot stickers. So I wake up the next morning and my wife helps me stand. I cringe through the pain and John Wayne to the sink. My wife disappears to the kitchen to make tea. Proceed to brush my teeth and accidentally gag myself. This causes a major pain to start at my belt line and head south to crinkle twins. When the pain hit them, it caused a huge wave of agony and nausea to sweep over me and I gagged again. This, of course, repeated this whole cycle of pain and gagging. I could not catch my breath and for the first time thought I would pass out or die. Having a dark sense of humor, I began to laugh at the thought of dying from brushing my teeth. Again caused more pain in the upper areas of my surgery area, which gave me respite from the gagging long enough to wipe my tears and wobble to the comfort of my bed and not brush my teeth for 3 days. TL, doctor, after I had surgery I gagged from brushing my teeth, sending me into a loop of testicle pain and gagging. I had an inguinal hernia repair last year and the pain was so fucking horrible. To this day, I still have pain from nerve damage. It is brutal. They ended up cutting one of my nerves down there, but so far everything works. Knock on wood. Oh fuck, I've heard of those. Get well soon op. Try to not deep throat the toothbrush next year. Thanks, I just wanted a clean tongue. My brother had one of these when he was 2. After his surgery, he insisted on showing everyone his stitches. This involved pushing his pants down to his knees each time. It was great when we had guests over from church. My church didn't have the best reaction to my scars either. I had a single hernia repaired. The first sneeze after the surgery is something they don't warn you about. Thankfully my dad had his hernia repaired years ago and warned me. Yes, no notification given. My first question was how bad morning wood was going to hurt. Hob knocker and the pot stickers? Take your upvote. My 11-year-old is so embarrassed because every time I have to mention penis or testicles to him, I try to come up with a new name for them. Yesterday I yelled out to be sure and wash his fromunders, in an Aussie accent. Today I fucked up telling all of Reddit that I can suck my own dick. Guess who is back? The guy who can duck his own dick and did for his assistant. Lol. I should have assumed there would be fallout from my last post, but I can guarantee you it is not at all what you'd expect. First, as many guessed, me and my assistant did hook up. I was very careful about the boundaries. She pursued after work drinks. She invited me back to her place. All on the up and up. We hooked up a few times and it very maturely dissolved. Things are not awkward. In fact, it was almost a release of tension and awkwardness. Things got really chill. Work is fine. No worries. No, the fuck up, which really should be today, I fucked up telling Reddit this story. Oh, the replies I received. Many emails, from all walks of life. Straight guys looking for self-sucking tips. Gay guys asking for anything from videos to hookups to money for my underwear. A few very obvious catfishing and doxing schemes. A surprisingly large number of women telling me they enjoyed the story or damn or something. I replied to a few and convos fizzled out. A few women jokingly asking to hire me for their bachelorette/birthday party. I actually was intrigued and followed up on those, but it wasn't serious enough to proceed. And then a few women who either sent me nudes, wanted to trade nudes, or a couple that even posted nudes to Reddit and had quite popular accounts. It is one of those women, we'll call her Layla, who this story is about. So Layla hit me up in PM and said something along the lines of prove it. I told her I'm not falling for that, and then she told me to check out her post history, and holy fuck, she was really hot. Had over 200k plus karma with posts on all the main nudie subs. And not just like, boobs and vagina, but really erotic, provocative, sexy photos and videos. Hundreds of them. I personally had never been with a girl like this and was very intrigued. Even more interested, she is from the same city I am from. We chat on PM and eventually moved to text and text a lot over the next couple of weeks. It primarily sex stuff and kinky stuff, but there are some normal stuff in there too. We share lots of photos and videos. I did not cross-reference if these were images she had posted on Reddit or not. They were so hot I didn't care. And I shared back some kinky requests, some very dirty stuff, but no self-sucking lol, not putting my face and cock on camera together. So she kept asking to see it and I would tell her only in person. This game went on. Finally, this past weekend, she said yes. Saturday morning she invited me over, she said bring some rosé and weed, and she was super excited to watch. She didn't live far by my city's standards, so we set up a time a few hours from then. I showered, got the supplies, did some yoga and stretching and a little practice at home to make sure I was not going to disappoint her, haha. She sent me a couple of texts telling me she was waiting, and come sooner. Then things got weird. I told her I was on my way, and she said her friend came over. And she said he's about to leave. Then she says he wants to stay and watch. Is that cool? Oh, and he's gay, but he just wants to watch. Then, hey, can he send you a dick pic? He wants to know if his dick is big enough to suck. See her texts coming in one after another and pull over to read them, and realize this is too good to be true. I reply with something along the lines of bullshit and try to call her. No answer. Call again, no answer. So I keep driving towards her house and she texts and says okay he left, I'm sorry, come baby, or something like that. At this point, I'm literally like 2 minutes away, so I decide to just go and see what will happen. I live in a very big city. This is an apartment building in a busy area on a Saturday afternoon. I was nervous to find out what was going to happen, but not really for my safety or anything. Probably stupid in retrospect, but I was thinking with my throbbing cock, so that hopefully explains that. So I park, get buzzed in, and lo and behold, a guy answers the door. WTF man. I tell him I'm not coming in, and he apologizes and says he will pay me. I ask if there is a girl, and he says no, but please bro. I ask him who was in the photos and he says he bought the account. He doesn't know who the girl is, but he's been running it and deleting / reposting the same images for at least a year. I told him that I'm going to leave, and that I'm going to report his account. I told him that someone else might not be as understanding as I am, and he should be careful. And then I asked him if he is okay. I don't really know why. He kind of teared up a bit and said yeah, and I walked away. He said hey bro as I was leaving, but I didn't look back. I drove home, and by the time I was home the account was gone. I still reported it to Reddit. I blocked the number, so not sure if he has tried to text me again, and yes, he has probably like 10 to 15 very dirty kinky, I don't want to talk about it, photos and videos of me. I'm sure they will end up online now. But oh well. I kind of assume if you take a nude it will end up online somehow anyway, haha. From now on, I'll keep myself dick sucking to myself. TL Doctor, met a girl from Reddit through my last post. We hit it off and I got catfished by a guy who had bought a Thoughts account. He has photos me doing almost everything except sucking my own dick. Edit, for all of the people doubting my posts, and calling it teenage erotica, I get it. I honestly don't believe most of the posts on this sub. I can hem and haw about how mine are real, try to submit some sort of proof. I repeat, I'm not sucking my own cock on camera, but it's really irrelevant. Sub has a trend of trying to write these in a creative way. I was simply following suit. My stories are unfortunately very real. I wish I was a teenager, and I am obviously not a very good writer. Just trying to make some fun of my ridiculous situations and be able to participate in a sub that I've lurked for years. Peace sign. Jesus Christ dude. This is why I'm not flexible. It just leads you right down the dark path. Wait, you hooked up with your assistant, but what happened to the girl you were dating during the incident from the first post? What's worse than getting catfished? Sucking your own dick to get catfished. Shoe on head, time-stamped. Always. What a roller coaster of a few months for op. Stay tuned for next month. Today I fucked up by asking the internet who they think the sexiest animated character is. So yesterday I was on r/Askreddit and decided to make a post about who is the sexiest animated character. I wasn't expecting any replies and was actually expecting to get downvoted. To my surprise, however, I started getting a lot of replies. I noticed quite a few people commenting Shrek. At first I thought it was just a joke because people were commenting other stuff too. But then everybody started comment Shrek. It got to the point where I had to turn notifications off because every few seconds I was getting a dozen PMs saying Shrek. Some people even went through my post history and commented Shrek on different threads I posted, and I'm also getting a lot chat requests with people typing Shrek. Too long, didn't read. Asked Reddit who they thought the sexiest character was and got Shrek'd. This post has a lot of layers to it, like an onion, most of which are Shrek. Shrek, Shrek. I am honored to witness the beginnings this thread. I miss the old today I fucked up rule where something bad had to result. How is getting buried in Shrek a bad result?